At some point, Tanya's just going to have to learn to keep his damn mouth shut. It just feels like the last few missions has been like Tanya said something and then somebody's like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Go at it, Tanya. Now, a lot of it is like, Zetor and whatnot, seeing some sort of like plan that Tanya has made and going, that's genius. Well, we need somebody to execute it. Well, Tanya, go execute it. But like, especially with this episode, the whole idea of creating like this really cool concept for Torpedo and literally telling the engineers, hey, you're going to have a mage pilot it. By the way, I'm a mage. Take care, guys. Literally come and bite him right in the butt later on. The doctor coming in and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. It's our brainchild. We had this together, and I made it for you. Enjoy it. You're going to just love to ride this thing off into paradise. And Tanya's like, damn, that's right. I did make up that whole thing. Damn it. It's so easy to make up some cool concept when you don't have to actually use it or be involved with it. It's so crazy. But yeah, what a good episode overall. I'm really kind of curious more so what's coming up next. That whole ending of this episode has me like, wait, what exactly are we doing here? I will say it feels like with this episode, especially the beginning parts of it, it implies that Aldoa, which is supposed to be like it's an ally of the Empire, but they're a neutral party. They don't get involved. They're, doing peace talks between these countries with the Empire, trying to bring peace, trying to puff themselves up and make them heroes in the end. They were kind of, again, put in a position of neutrality. But as this episode opens up, it seems like they made a decision based on another party's desire. They were asked, seemingly, to not let the Empire back through. The Empire needs to pull back. We're not doing well over here. We got to pull back. We got to just leave this stuff alone. Let's stop fighting down here in the South. Let's pull back our resources and focus on these issues over here and here, the North and the East. As they're pulling them back, again, it seems like Aldoa was asked or requested, don't let them through. That'll kind of screw them. And then we can come in there with our great fleets. It seems like this group right here has some really fantastic fleets. We're going to send our fleets in there and just destroy them. They were, again, Aldoa was put in a position where they're essentially allowing the Empire's enemies to wipe them out. So they're kind of cowardice here in kind of giving this impression that they're friends of the Empire, but at the same time, they're literally causing their death. So they block them up. They say, you can't have passage through here. And throughout the episode, we're seeing where Tanya is sent by the Empire using this new secret weapon to go in there and decimate the allied kingdoms as they're trying to stop them from being able to flee. And Aldoa is right there to watch it all happen. Like, it even gives the impression Tanya's like, we got to give them a show. They wouldn't let us through. They didn't let us through. We're going to give them a show. We're going to show them how amazing we are. And in the end of the episode, it seems like this whole kind of thing where Aldoa's like, oh, you guys did a great job of, protecting your fleets. Yeah, come on right through. Come up. Yeah, just bring one person in. That's great. Yeah, we're good friends. Yeah, we're good friends, bro. Like, it has this whole thing of like, it's a show. Like, even in, Rurugan's mind, he's like, this is all a show. This is just a farce. These people, they're foolish. They're foolish people. But they're still allowing them to come in there. And Tanya, at the end of all this stuff, where they take all these fleet, gets this assignment to essentially have a vacation there? ? That was the weird part. They're utilizing this 24-hour lenience to bring a single group in there, a 12-person group in there, a squad, but a major squad. They're being allowed to come in there, and it gives the impression like Tanya's coming in there with their group for vacation. But again, from Rurugan's perspective, in his mind, he's talking about the idea of how, I get it now, how the Empire wants to teach him a lesson. That was the thing that stood out to me. That inner dialogue, that little message there is the big question mark that I have for what the hell are they doing now. The idea that they're sending Tanya there to teach them a lesson. What can that be? That's the question mark that I have. Is it specifically sending Tanya in there just to scare them? Just to kind of have her ride in there with that sub? It seems like the flags that are on the sub, I know that there's the flag there of Aldoa. There's the flag there of the Empire. I don't know what the other flags are. I think the other flags might be like a lot of the flags from down there in the Allied Kingdoms. I'm wondering if they purposely put all those flags there as like almost like an FU to Aldoa. Like, oh yeah, we're writing in here of all these countries that you're wanting to be friends with. Or again, is this like different flags of within the Empire potentially? plus Aldoa. I don't know. Either way, it's like I'm kind of curious as why there's a shock there. And I'm wondering if it's the flags. It could just be the fact that Tanya's coming there so, like, again, out in the open. I think even Rugen's like, why does she need to be that open? Like, does she need to be that out in the open? Something like that. But again, my question mark here is why did they specifically report or order Tanya to go there for a vacation? Again, with the idea of paying them back. My predictions here, one, it could just be, again, Tanya going in there, shake them up a little bit, flex in front of them. Again, they just literally destroy this entire fleet. Again, this fleet was supposed to be the greatest fleet in the seas. They give the impression that they are the greatest fleets in the sea. They just decimated them. And now they're riding back up in Aldoa and saying, what's up, guys? We just wrecked them all. How dare you? Or are they actually planning on having Tanya attack their capital? Question mark. Again, they talked about the idea of attacking a capital before, but it was the impression there at the time from Rugen was that it was the Empire. Again, that it was an uprising that was going to happen. I'm wondering if they're possibly going to have Tanya, either way, do something down there in Aldoa. And that could be one of two things here. One, to destroy them and potentially overtake them, which I don't see happening. The idea of right now, where they're low on resources to try to conquer Aldoa, no, that would be a stretch. That would be a very difficult task in the midst of this war to conquer Aldoa. The thing that I'm more kind of wondering if the possibility is by having Tanya and them ride up in there after they just defeated that big old fleet. This is an effort to force Aldoa to no longer look like a neutral party. By showing them coming into that dock, even though it's supposed to be like in the back door, where nobody can see them, it's giving the impression they're coming in there without anybody noticing they came in there, not being public about it, basically. They're still going to do something to sort of give signals to the nearby kingdoms that the group that just destroyed this fleet, one of these powerful fleets, is now in Aldoa. It's going to force Aldoa to no longer be neutral. I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to do. Force them to become an ally in the war itself. I don't know, we'll see, but either way, it's kind of a funny little end there. Just sort of like, yay, what's up, guys? They're just like panicking, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, yeah, the episode overall, really solid episode. Most of it around this one mission that Tanya sent off to do in the middle of the night. Like literally being called in and reported to go out to here to rescue this fleet that's coming in because, again, Aldoa is forcing them to have to go by sea. And again, we have the tools that you're going to need in order to protect the fleet. Don't worry. We have the doctor here. Yes, we get the doctor coming back after a long time. It feels like it has been over a season since the doctor has been around. But yeah, him showing up and him just going crazy because he gets to see Tanya again. The gods have protected you. This is so great that we get to meet each other again. Here's this amazing thing that you could use to protect your allies. Yeah, at some point, Tanya picks up on the fact that that's the seat. That's the seat. Wait, what is this thing for? And the doctor's going off about this whole aspect that it's like the way to take you to the promised land. This thing, you're going to ride it and it's going to take you right off to the promised land. He's basically saying this is a kamikaze vehicle. Like you're going to sit in this thing and it's going to boom into something. Oh yeah, you could jump out of it. That's fine. Yeah, you can jump out of it whenever you want, but like you're more likely going to die. I just like how like open he is about the idea this thing is death. Yeah, try to hit something with it. It's like it could take you somewhere really fast, just like V1. It could take you somewhere really fast, and you could just try to hit something with it. Just go ahead and try to hit something with it. It's madness, absolutely crazy. The guy's nuts. Yeah, I love how at some point he's like, "Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. I'm so arrogant. This is actually our child. This is both of our child." And then it just clicks for Tanya. Oh, yeah, that's right. I went to that engineer place at some point, and I told them, yeah, it'd be really cool if you could just have mages pilot these damn torpedoes. Again, absolutely shooting himself in the foot. It's just so funny. The entire time, Tanya's reaction to this guy is just so good. It was the same way when they were having to work together for the longest time. Just this guy is literally like Tanya's worst enemy. Like of everybody that Tanya has met so far in the story, this guy is like his greatest antagonist besides being X. Because this guy is an absolute like religious fanatic about being X, and he wants to like serve God and do all these great things, and everything is given to God, that God's going to protect them or take them whatever at whatever point. So it's just like everything that Tanya is not. Everything that Tanya is not is what the Doctor is. It's so goofy. But yeah, that eventually leads them to their mission. They have to go out there, and somebody, like, how the Manor's like going, hey, by the way, we can't breathe underwater. Yeah, here's this thing in the manual that you can actually, produce your own oxygen. So yeah, you could do that. But we can't see anything. Here, let me take your candy from you while I can't see anything. It was dorky. But yeah, before they go out there and exact their mission, really crazy explosion there. But yeah, full-on success. Before, again, they get their rest time to go back to Aldoa. Again, I'm very, very curious how that's going to play out, but good stuff overall. This episode was really solid. Looking forward to more, but that's my thoughts on the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, hit the like button down below. Till next time, y'all take care.